Say hello. Say hi. Such a pretty boy, aren't you? He says, "Oh, Daddy, I love you. I love you, Daddy." He said, "Love." All I can say is, what is going on with the weather? What is going on with the weather, you guys? My God, I just came in from outside and it is freezing cold out, and the wind just takes your breath away. It about ripped the door right off the hinges. I had to grab onto the handle and pull and shut the door. Oh my God, is it windy out? Windy and cold. You know, you guys, I can't help but think sometimes if this weather isn't manipulated, I really do believe it is manipulated. I know they got the ability to do it, and are they doing it? That is the big question. It really makes me wonder, if trying to even have a channel about the outdoors is even such a smart thing, because when do I ever get a chance to go? You guys, I wait all winter long, naturally, and then spring comes and it's not even spring, and still no weather to do a thing. I mean, the winds are so high today. I'm surprised the power hasn't gone out. Literally, I'm serious. Unbelievable. We got high wind warnings up. The nights are cold enough to snow. And looking at the long range forecast all the way into next Thursday, which we're going into May now, a high of 50. A high of 50. And if it's breezy or windy out, it's going to feel more like the upper 40s. We don't have normal springs anymore. So one thing that I did forget to mention in my past videos about if you guys want to start a channel, make sure that if you start a channel for YouTube and it's going to be something that takes place outside, make sure you got a building, especially if you live in the Northeast, because you will never, ever get the weather to do anything outside in the Northeast. You just won't. So if you're somebody that likes to work and wrench on vehicles and stuff like that, good luck getting that done outside. Good luck building something outside. Good luck with anything you do outside in this part of the country. It's unbelievable. And I'm not one that believes that going to another state to escape something, by escaping something, you inherit something else that's just as bad. Like you could escape New York to get away from the weather and then go down south where it's warm, but then have to put up with crime or getting mugged or dealing with druggies or immigrants that come here and like to rob and steal. I mean, who knows? I know the desert can be just as unpredictable, scorching hot in the daytime, freezing cold at nighttime. And then the winds come and kick up all the dust and the dirt in the desert. And then that makes it unbearable. So really, you guys, it doesn't matter where you go in the United States. It's every state has got its problems. You live in any of the states that are inside the cone of Tornado Alley, and you could have a big giant F4, F5 tornado come along with winds up to 300 miles an hour that can totally erase your life in 4 seconds. No, thank you. Or go out west and have to deal with a big magnitude earthquake that could destroy your life in 4 seconds. No, thank you. And I've been down south. I don't care for the South. I don't like it down there. And I definitely don't want to go shore fishing in a state that's got reptiles 3 times bigger than me that can eat you just standing there wanting to catch a fish. And spiders the size of my hand. No, thank you. You can keep your 90-degree weather. There again, hurricanes, they get tornadoes. If it was not for our weather, this area of the United States has zero going on. We do not get huge tornadoes. We do not get earthquakes. We do not get tsunamis, floods, volcanoes, hurricanes. We don't get anything that goes on here other than ongoing, horrible, terrible, cold, nasty weather that just makes you want to just up and kill yourself. That's about all you have to deal with around here. But if you're a person that don't mind living indoors all the time and makes a life of living indoors all the time, kind of like people up in Alaska do 95% of the year, then it's a great place to live because it's quiet, it's cheap, very inexpensive to live here. And yeah, so that's about it. Nothing goes on around here, which can make for a very, very boring lifestyle. So when you get one day out of the month where you can go out your front door and actually go outside and feel sunshine on your face, you gotta make the most of that day. You really do. So, but you guys, if I were to give it up and not do camping and fishing and hiking anymore, because I could easily do that. It's not a problem. I could easily just say, I'm not doing that anymore. If I wasn't bringing you guys along with a camera and all my gear, I wouldn't even do it. If I weren't doing it for my channel, I wouldn't do it. I'd just stay home, because because after a while, when you do something by yourself all the time, it gets so old so fast, especially as you get older. Um, it just doesn't become fun anymore. And I don't know why so many people these days um, want to strive to have a life that is all consuming. There's a lot of people out there that have to have a certain amount of things in their life. They have to have a certain amount of things going on, and they have to make their life a certain way. But when you look at what they have to go through to have that particular type of life, is it really worth it? Is it really worth it? Or can you be content with just simple, ordinary things and live a very simple life? Like, to give you an example, for me, I am perfectly content. I've always been this way. I'm perfectly content and blessed. I feel very blessed that I have a vehicle to drive, a very good, dependable vehicle to drive, a roof over my head, food in the cupboard. I have 2 pets, 2 loving cats. I got my health. It's not perfect, but I'm not laying dying in a bed somewhere. I'm not wheelchair bound. And money to do things with. And I live in the country. And to me, a lifestyle like that is good enough for me. I mean, I know people don't like to just say, well, you just settle for good enough. Well, that's because why do you have to make life more than what it needs to be? Because when you consume your life of striving to get somewhere to a certain level that you'll never be satisfied until you get to that level, when God says tomorrow isn't even promised, you might not even be alive come tomorrow. And that's why I don't have any problem with like donating money or doing something for charity or doing something for the homeless, because like hoarding money, what good does it do to hoard money and save and save and save and save and then drop dead tomorrow and you can't spend a penny of it? Enjoy what you have right now. Use what you have right now. Don't put it off for that someday. That someday may never come. It's just like I've been waiting for warm weather just so I don't have to wear a hoodie or freeze my butt off. Can I just have a warm day that I can go outside in a t-shirt? Just one day. Can't even get 2 days like that in a row. And it's like waiting for that day that never comes. It just never comes. So that's why I say live in the now, live in the moment. To me, happiness is how I see happiness. What my definition of happiness, this is what it's like in my eyes, in my mind. Happiness to me would be being with somebody you love very much. And you have everything you need in your lives. You got a roof over your head, you got a vehicle to drive, you got your health, you got food, you got money, and you live happy. And maybe you live out in the country and you're growing a vegetable garden and you got flowers and you live in a nice area and you can go for walks over the acreage and enjoy each other and enjoy life and just enjoy each other. To me, my God, I'd be on cloud 9 living like that. I know people that live like that. In my eyes, they got it all. It's not the people that have the high paying fluting jobs in New York City or in LA or Miami. The people that live in high rises and drive, expensive automobiles and maybe have a yacht in the harbor and can travel to Belize and to the Cayman Islands. To me, that's not happiness. To me, that's just a lot of baggage I wouldn't want. I wouldn't want the worries those people have. I wouldn't want to keep track of all those expensive items those people own. I like things simple and more normal, just a normal, simple life, where you enjoy the little things in life, the little things. There's a lot of people out there that don't know what that means. The little things in life. You know what the little things in life are that are enjoyable? And in my opinion, the little things are far greater than huge things. Like, I'll give you an example. If you said to me, Kev, I'll give you two opportunities here. You could either go to Hawaii and take surf lessons, swim with the fish, tour the islands, be there for a month, or would you rather walk around with someone you love more than anything in this world and just go hit some yard sales, pick up something to eat, later on that evening get ice cream, and go sit at the park at the lake and watch the sunset? Which do you think I would rather do? You guessed it right. I'd rather be at the park watching the sunset with someone I love very much. Forget Hawaii. It's not even a place I'd want to live, let alone go and see and just hang out there for a month. And in the world we live in today, where everything is far harder and more difficult, in my opinion, I don't think things have gotten easier as the years have progressed on and technology has improved and the ways that we live our lives have changed. I don't think it's for the better at all, if you were to ask me. Not at all. But that's just me. I mean, that's how it affects me. Maybe you're not affected the same way, because we're not all alike. And I understand and get that. But for me, it's not better. Not by a long shot. I was much happier 20 years ago, 30 years ago, way happier. But yeah, so I keep plugging along and doing what I'm doing. So when I can't get out and have those distractions and do other things to get my mind off of stuff, it aggravates me. And I'd really like to know what's going on with this weather, because if someone is causing it, I'd like to get my hands on that person or people. I really would. I'd like to get my hands on them. I'd make them pay for all the times I've had to sit indoors and wait for the crap to shape up. I'm tired of it. But I'll have to keep waiting and waiting and wait some more until God knows how long it's going to take before my patience runs out, and just do other things in the meantime. But I just wanted to make this video to ask you guys, what is the ideal life to you? What is your answer? Is it the little things in life? Is it the big things in life? Is it what you can do and places you can go? It's how you live. What is it for you? So with that said, I just thought I would make a quick video and just throw that out there, and I will have more content coming, and I appreciate all of you guys. I hope you're having a very good day, and I hope your weather is way better than the weather I'm living in. Thanks for watching, you guys, and we'll see you again. Bye-bye.